Hi everyone, it's Desert Rose. This is going to be a loaded video. I might make it into two parts, depending how long it is, because I'm gonna show some decks that I'm working with. Of course, these won't be decks that I will only work with because I do have a lot of them. So I will occasionally bring out another deck if I feel the calling to work with it. But these are the ones that I would really like to concentrate on. So, as I reiterated. So the other part of this video is going to show you guys some of the bags that I've been making. I've had a lot of fun with it. I don't have a sewing machine, so they're all by hand. I'm considering using my husband's grandfather's sewing machine. So I'm thinking about it. Okay. I might do like the part 2 of when I really start showing you guys the things that I used and the combinations of thread that I used with the cloth, to really get into detail about how I created the decks, the tarot bags, sorry. So I really narrowed it down to the decks. So I'm happy that a couple of decks that I've gotten over the years have returned and I'm using them again. They never left my collection, but they were sitting there for a while, but I knew that I get the calling to occasionally use it. But lately I've been feeling more the calling because once Beltane hit, prior to Beltane, I was working with primarily more Native American decks, but now it's full on fae, feminine, mainly dark energy type of decks, but not keeping it out of balance. But I do like working with darker energy. So the first one comes in this bag. This was actually the first bag that I created. I actually showed this in my last tarot bag video, which was also a Joanne fabric haul. I heard that fabric's not included in the name anymore. So this is the Book of Shadows Tarot Volume 2, so it's the So Below deck. It's crazy because I was drawn to the As Above Tarot before, but I didn't get the deck, and once I started looking at the pictures, I was like, I don't really think it's calling to me like that. So I looked at the So Below deck, which I was reluctant to get in the past because it was very different and it was some type of reaction that I was having with it. So I looked at them again and I fell in love with the imagery. I really wanted to find a deck that was suited for everyday experiences, or it illustrated everyday experiences. And I was also looking at the Gaian Tarot too, but I just right now, and I look at it again and again and I still don't feel like it's a deck for me, at least for right now. So you can definitely see the greenery in this. There's a little white book in here. I'll do a review on it because I've been working with it for mainly every day, just because, well, I do love the deck, and also because I'm in the process of getting working towards my tarot certification. So I'm super excited about that, and I wanted to get as much out of the course as I could, or courses as I could. So they the school that I am currently in is the Tarot Readers Academy by the lovely Ethany, and I love Ethany. I've watched her since I've started watching the YouTube tarot community. So it's primarily Rider-Waite-Smith, or it does teach, she does teach the Rider-Waite-Smith in the course. So get as much closeness or, you know, finding the traditional meanings in the deck. So I'm sorry, it's already 5 minutes in and I'm already not even showing decks. This artwork reminds me of specifically the X-Men cartoon in the past. I talked about this with my husband. He's playing video games, by the way, a lot because I love X-Men, especially that series. So it also reminds me of older cartoons that I used to watch, this type of artwork. So it's more nostalgic too. I'll get more into it in my review, but I definitely appreciate how diverse it is. And this is the back, in case you guys were wondering. So it has this nice mossy color that I don't have a marker with to match this, but if I ever find it, I probably will end up edging it because I love when they're cohesive. So I've been using this a lot. Then the next deck that came out, which I've always loved using and been drawn to, it's not the artwork that I would usually choose, but I love the feminine energy that I get from it. And it's the artwork's by Jasmine Beckett Griffith, and the book is by J.R. Rivera. I'm sorry, Rivera. So that's the back. It has Medusa. There's a little it's pretty glossy. This was already pre-existing artwork from Jasmine Beckett Griffith, and it's matched up to certain cards in the tarot. So I'm not using this in my course, but I do love the energy that I get from it. I love these types of images where it shows the zodiac. I really wish that there was a deck with those specific images and including other stuff. So I love this devil card. It's one of my favorites. This is a deck where people think they either connect with it or they say that it's just a mashup. Maybe some in between, but I really like the interpretations that it has for each card. There's a childlike energy to this too. It could be because of the artwork too. It could add to it. I think the reason why I don't use this as much is because of the artwork, just because there is the abnormality of it, but that's the charm of it too. So when I do feel a calling to use it, I'm so happy that it comes out. I don't have a bag for this yet. I'm actually in the process of making it. It does come in a hard box. This is the book that it comes in. This is I believe this is the original one, the first edition, because there was another edition that came out and I figured I just need this one because I don't use it a lot. But I'm gonna get into cloths more in depth later in the video after I show the cards. So these next few decks, I feel like they're going to be, or they are becoming, more of an everyday type of deck. So this is an oracle. This is the Fairies Oracle by Brian Froud, and this is the bag. I feel like it fits perfectly with the deck. I also use this cloth for the next deck, but if you could see it, it's like a deep green. I do get more of an English type of European type of look to this, so I thought that it looked very suitable. So these are, well, this is the card that I got for the day. I'm also going to do a review on this too. I was thinking about changing the text on here, just because sometimes I had to look a little closer up just to see it, but I'm finding that I asked about that with the deck and I got a funny response. I got Geo the Slow, and it's very funny how it's written out, because it's like extended. There's extra letters. I'm not seeing it. I've always loved this artwork, and then I finally decided to get it. It's one of those last few pieces of my deck collection where I've been reluctant to get the certain deck, and then I finally have it, and then it's one of my most prized ones that I have. I don't want to say that in a demeaning way to the other decks, but I know I'll be using this a lot. So this is the card that I got. I should have flipped through the cards while I was looking for it, but see how it's E-E-E-E-O-O-O, like 3 O's, Geo the Slow, and they were saying, do you really want to do this and to take your time? I feel like the textbook guidebook is excellent. I really love it. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not much of a reader when it comes to reading books, but I do read the book as much as I can for myself. I don't do it when I'm reading for others, just so I can get more meaning into the card. Also put some interpretations into my interpretation arsenal, I guess. So they are numbered at the corner, right hand corner. And it's just so gorgeous. It's one of those OG decks of the tarot community, or deck community, I guess. So this is the book. And when I received it, it had a nice olden smell, like it's been on a bookshelf for a while, or it's because of the chemicals used to make the paper, and then it has this scent to it after a while. So the next one is, as I said, it comes in here. I'm sorry, I keep repeating myself in this video. This bag, and it is the Fairy Forest Oracle by Lucy Cavendish. So I love this image. I am going to do a review of this deck actually after this video, and this is the most beautiful box that I've gotten. I'll talk more about it, but it got damaged well, when it arrived, I got it damaged. No, I received it damaged. So I don't usually say anything because I don't keep them in the boxes, but this is so beautiful that I was bummed out about it. So they did give me what I paid for, half of what I paid for it, so that was nice. So I got it I got it on a discount pretty much, but I was thinking about exchanging it, it's okay. So I edged it in black. I'm not gonna get too into this because I'm repeating myself in this video, but I'm doing a review. High gloss. I've gotten an amazing reaction from this deck. This and the Fairies Oracle are ones that I read very well with. Because I do have the other Wild Wisdom of the Fairy Oracle by Lucy Cavendish too, but I definitely prefer this one. Both are beautiful, but this one matches the type of energy that I connect well with. So I would have to continue using the other deck just to see what situations it would be best for, or what type of readings it would be best for. But this will be one that I use a lot more than that one, so it seems. So this one has become an everyday deck for me. I keep it in here for now. I'm thinking about changing the bag, but I got this when I was at a shop, and then they gave it. I bought stuff and they put them in these types of bags. So this is the Tarot of the Hidden Realm, and I connect very well with more purple tones in decks. I love the dragon look. I am not fond of the cardstock, which is pretty surprising because I do love thinner cardstock, but I love the older Llewellyn ones where they were more well, I want to say thicker, but they were more, you guys know what I mean. So this was one of the last few fairy decks that I got, because for the longest time I didn't know if I would appreciate just the characters enough. But it's very emotive. I feel like I just didn't want to get it because I didn't know how honestly bored I would get with it, but it's been very wonderful. Maybe I was waiting for the right time, or it was the right time for me to purchase it. So this is the book. Then it comes with a box too. One of the harder boxes. So these next two are everyday ones for me, and then it goes into the then I'm going to go into the last two that aren't necessarily everyday decks for me, but I've been loving lately. So I got this in the mail actually today. I've been keeping an eye on it. Oh, before I talk about it, I've used the online app for this. So, or not the online, well, the phone app for the Fairy Forest one before I got it. So this is the Wolf Pack Tarot deck. It is its own system, and it does have a landscape. They are landscape, so I love the backings. I'm actually surprised because I usually connect, well, I feel like I exude more of feline energy or similarities. So I also purchased the Tarot of Pagan Cats, I believe, and I got such a reaction with this one. It's so accurate, and I'm thinking if I have enough time and space on my laptop that I'll actually do a video of this one too. So I've been reading the cards online, but to actually have it in my hands, it's so accurate and it doesn't hold back. It's a pleasant deck, but it's not going to just, it's very blunt. I was reading about the creator, who I'm sorry that I didn't really know anything about, but it left an impression on me with the experience that he's had. I really love the images. It's the type of imagery that I am drawn to. Usually you can really see the details in here, so I'm not gonna do too much with it in this video. Let's save that for later. But this is going to get a bag, one of the wolf cloth bags that the wolf cloth that I got from Joann's. So this isn't a deck, it's Animal Speak runes. I love keeping these in my bag. What I love about these, this is the bag that it came with, is that they're lightweight runes, because I know traditionally they're more, people like to have the stone runes. These aren't traditional runes, as you can see, but they're so easy to carry around, and I love having that primal energy on me. So if I'm not carrying the runes, I'll most likely carry this wolf deck or some other animal deck, but it lives in my bag right now. So this is by Ted Andrews. I have a couple of Ted Andrew items because the way that he writes is just astounding to me. It's very insightful. So these last two are by the same person, which is Raven Palan. I hope I'm saying this right. So the first one is her oracle, the messenger oracle, which I've seen here and there. I wasn't sure if I was gonna be interested in it. The artwork is beautiful. It's not one that the artwork isn't something that I would usually go for personally, but I know a lot of people love it. And I've been in her type of mood. I can't talk today. I love the energy that her decks give off, the ones that I have right now. Might do a review on this one. I have a couple of ones that I want to do a review on. So, well, this is the book. It's thin, but it says just enough. I'm the type of person, which I am going to say in the Fairy Forest Oracle review, that I like mainly less is more in terms of writing. She says exactly what you need to hear in the book. I really love the backs, how they're pentacles. So very easy to read. You don't need the book for these decks if you just wanted to go freestyle with it. But so much forest wisdom that I feel like comes from this. And this was John's first card. I actually got the cover one with the owl and seeing, or I'm sorry, it's see the truth. Just wanted to make sure I got that right. So love these. I definitely prefer oracle size decks. So the last one is, I'm glad that we're at 25 minutes. Because I'll probably just end up doing a part 2. But you might be thinking, well, if it's only 25 minutes, well, not only 25 minutes, then you could just continue. But now I can like really talk about the cloths that I've been using and a couple of new ones that I've acquired. Not recent, well, kind of recently. I went there earlier last week, I think. So a little sidetracked as always. But this is the Dreams of Gaia tarot, and I love this tarot this cloth that I got at Joann's. So I went back and I got more of this one. They do have other background colors for this one, but this took me by surprise because it's mainly because it's not the artwork that I would usually go for, but I don't want you guys to think that I don't think that this artwork is beautiful, because I do. But I would say it's my type of artwork is more of like the Sobolo Tarot, the Wolfpack Tarot, Journey of the Hidden Realm, and I really love the Fairy Forest. It's a bit different for me. And the Fairies Oracle. So that's quite a bit of selection for my taste. But I think it's detailed, but the line work doesn't have as much line work, if you guys know what I mean. But regardless, there's just something special about this. I really love the tarot Oracle. I'll just say that you get from this. And I love this one. I love more of the fuller body. So, and John loves dragons, so these decks remind me of him. This is my favorite card. I really love the court cards in here. They're so beautiful. So, as you can see that they're gilded in gold. But I've been enjoying it. So, this is the book. I actually like reading the book. It may be long, but it's well written, I would say. So thank you guys so much for watching. I might do my review before I do the tarot cloth / bag in video. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in another video.